Thank, in particular, my great Chief of Staff, Steve Cava. Big round of applause for Steve. I always forget to recognize him, so I'm just sucking up because we're a week away from submitting our balanced budget, and so I need him to work extra hard. Let me thank all the commissioners that are here and department heads. I see Monique Moyer here. I see Phil Ginsburg here. I see other department heads, but I don't know where they are, but I'm convinced they're here. I see a number of leaders in our city and activists and a collective group of family members that are here as well, and religious leaders, to celebrate the swearing in of 17 individuals, with the overwhelming majority women, that will be sworn in. Bella, isn't that a good thing? 10 out of 17. You all may know my wife has been working for 2 years on a film called Misrepresentation, about issues of gender equality. There is not a night or morning where I am not inundated with the importance of putting women in the position of influence and power. And we are struck, and all should be struck. I can't believe I'm getting off on a tangent, but I think it's an important point. But the fact that the United States of America is 84th in the world in terms of women in legislative positions of leadership. 84th. Rwanda has 56% of their legislative leadership happen to be women. The United States, just 17% in Congress. Afghanistan, Cuba, all have more women in positions of leadership than the United States of America. That's just suggestive, and it's just interesting to me, and it should be suggestive and interesting to you. The film explores this. I'm not promoting it. It's a nonprofit documentary, but it's an important one nonetheless, and as a new father of a daughter, and mother who raised me, and sister that raised me, this is important. So thank you, all of you, for being here. Thank you for the opportunity to talk not about every single one of these folks, because we don't have time, but to thank them all for their willingness to either continue to serve or their willingness to begin at least their formal service now on behalf of the city in an appointed position. We have members that will be sworn in to the War Memorial Board. They are familiar to you, led by Charlotte Shultz, whose name appears magically on these steps, since they were named after Charlotte years ago. So she, based on the budgetary constraints, is considering a peak time toll congestion pricing strategy for marriages. She's starting with marriages, and she'll move on to the rest of us. So I'll let you know there's back staircases here, so you can. We're thankful Charlotte is going to continue her service. I'm thankful that Bella Farrow is going to continue her service. Bella, how long have you been in an appointed position in city government? 12? 20? 18? Here's my point. A lot of mayors. And it's great that, Bella, you want to continue, and I'm very honored that you're going to continue your service. I'm honored that you're honored. This is a love fest. But thank you. I also am pleased that we will be swearing in folks to the Film Commission, to the Arts Commission, to Veterans Commission, which is very important to me, to the Concourse out in Golden Gate Park, and get that, not just that garage built now, get that darn fountain done, which is almost done, which will be spectacular, and looking forward to finishing the job there. Southeast Committee, Council, I always change the name out there, but focus on our Southeast Commission. Toye, right? You're the president. You're doing a good job. You're the executive, even better. Forget being president. Runs the whole darn thing. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for being here, Toya Moses. What else am I missing? What else are we swearing in today? Asian Art Museum, notably and significantly. I hope all of you are enjoying our Buddha out front of City Hall. 3 heads, 6 arms, 26 feet tall, 15-ton statue that was just erected, celebrating and commemorating the 30th anniversary of the Shanghai sister city and celebrating the extraordinary Shanghai exhibition that is currently being hosted by our Asian Art Museum. I encourage you to go down there. The Asian Art Museum needs you to spend money down there. Don't go on just those free days. Bring your friends and family. It is a national treasure, not just a regional or city treasure. I want to encourage you there. We also, well, that's it. This is why my staff usually prepares remarks so I stay on message. But we are pleased to have all of you here for this swearing in. I want to thank Nancy and Wilkes and Gina. Paul is always late, so we didn't expect him here. But we'll get him, Paul Pelosi. That's, I say with love and admiration. And Wally, doing great work for veterans. I'm really pleased that you want to continue your service. And, you know, we did that stanchion outside to celebrate, commemorate the heroism of those that are currently in uniform serving us overseas and around the world, and those that have lost their lives. This is an important commission, and Wally's an important guy, and I'm glad he's going to continue his service. Karen, thank you for allowing me to reappoint you. Julian, no harder job. I knew we had one other than juvenile probation right now, and a lot of the issues and a lot of the challenges, and Julian's been doing a great job and deserves to be reappointed. Mark Dunlop. Mark, you've been steadfast and you continue your service. Thank you for your continued service. And Mel Lee, my old friend, thank you for your willingness to serve on the Golden Gate Park Concourse. And Stefanie, Murat, and Anderson, thank you guys for stepping up and now being part of this. And thank you for the opportunity to appoint you. You got a lot of friends and fans in my office, and I'm glad you guys are going to serve. Debbie, good friend of the film community that will be serving. There's Paul. We were giving you a hard time, Mr. Pelosi, but thank you. Yeah, right. And Jessica will be serving on the Arts Commission. P.J. Johnson's here, the president, speaks very highly of Jessica. I'm excited to have Jessica on, and Carmen on the Asian Art Museum. All good appointments, I think. So I'm pleased and privileged to appoint you all to serve well past my tenure as mayor. So you will be here as the next mayor is sworn in, she or he, either next year or the year after that. And all I ask is you don't forget me. We're easily forgotten. I know everyone's already sucking up to all those candidates for mayor. You're my guy, you're my person. But ex-mayors, I think, should matter a little bit too, and so I hope I can count on you just to say hello in a crowd when we run into each other. Let me dispense, because this is getting very long-winded. I see some heads shaking. Absolutely, yes. And ask that to the extent you'd like to stand, you don't have to stand. Paul will make this quick and easy. And Gina, I didn't say enough about you, but Gina Moscone, who's here. Can we give Gina a round of applause? An important person in this city. Thank you, Gina, for your continuing service. Wilkes Bashford. Who the heck doesn't know Wilkes Bashford? And how lucky we are. Wilkes wants to continue his service. And Nancy Bechtle, and my friend Nancy, and friend to all, who does so much for the city, and we are honored that you want to continue your service there. A lot of work to do at the War Memorial, a lot of money we need to raise, a lot of work we need to upgrade those remarkable facilities. And We all know that that's not easy to do, and we need their leadership. So we look forward to that. So if we all could raise our right hand, you can stand or sit. It's really up to you, whatever you'd like to do. And I will ask you to repeat after me. I will start by saying Charlotte. I'll say I, and then Charlotte will state her name, and Paul will go all the way down. And then together we'll repeat after me, and then I'll end and I'll say, and during such time as you hold the position of a member of, and then Charlotte will say war memorial, and we'll go down the list, and each one of you individually will tell everybody publicly the board that you will be serving on. Otherwise, pretty straightforward. We never get it right, but it's pretty straightforward. My instructions are never very good. If you could, raise your right hand and then repeat after me. I.
Chung.
Julian Chang.
Stefanie Roumeliotes.
Anderson Pugash. Mel Lee. Murat Eskicioglu.
Carmen Colet.
Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California. That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter. And during such time as I hold the position as a member
Juvenile Probation Commission.
Golden Gate Concourse Authority Commission.
Golden Gate Park Concourse Authority. Golden Gate Concourse Authority. Golden Gate Concourse Authority. Golden Gate Park Concourse.
for the City and County of San Francisco.
For the City and County of San Francisco.
Congratulations, Commissioners.